What's up, guys? It's Zen here. I know it's been a long time, and I'm sorry for that. I'm just at the moment I'm really busy. Busy with my whole fitness journey, my whole fitness business, and also my in the process of migrating jobs. I've got a new job, and I start at the end of this month, end of May, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. Things are starting to go up this year. Even though you're still busy, you're still struggling a bit with time. Blessings. Anyway, aside from that, it's Zen again. Welcome back. Today's video I wanted to make. This is another challenge for myself and for everyone out there. But listen, this is no ordinary challenge. This is the most serious I am ever going to be when it comes to fitness, when it comes to my business. So what I've started right now is called. Okay, wait. A little context before I actually reveal the name. So recently, I have started boxing. You know, and paired with gym, time is just slips away so fast. I haven't been having time to make videos as often, but yeah, whatever. So I've started boxing, and a little fact: I used to do boxing maybe about 4 years ago, like just when COVID started settling down. Yeah, so I used to do boxing. I enjoyed it, and unfortunately at the time I wasn't really working, so I couldn't afford to continue. So I was there for like 3 months. But a friend of mine decided that he wants to start boxing. I was like, do you know what? Let me join him. Let's try this again. And they kind of reignited my love for it. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this. As you know, I'm a big anime fan, and one of my top five favorite anime of all time is Hajime no Ippo. And I'm sure you've heard of it. If you're an anime fan, it's one of the goats, one of the OGs. And it's got me excited. It's reminded me of all the times I had. Like, I actually started watching Hajime no Ippo because I got into boxing. And that like just became one of my favorite animes, one of the most uh motivational animes. And that made me, a lot of what Ippo is, I see that in myself as well. I know I said it about a lot of characters, but yeah, like Asta and Ippo, I think those two are like two of the biggest influences I've had. Well, Luffy as well. So, but like yeah, two of the biggest influences I've had when it comes to working out, when it comes to starting gym. And so what I'm starting now is called Project Ippo. So what does Project Ippo mean for me and for you as the viewer? Well, personally, Project Ippo is I'm going to turn myself into Ippo. Simple as that. How am I going to do that? Well, obviously by taking fitness, gymming, boxing as seriously as more seriously than I've ever done in my entire life. Actually locking in with my diet, with my training, and also kind of my business in a sense as well, but little top of little speak about it in another video, whatever. So yeah, taking fitness very seriously in order for me to in a year's time to actually get into a fight, an amateur fight, and obviously in the next few months build a really good physique again. Cutting difficult on my journey with cutting. It really is. So yeah, that's what Ippo is basically. It's a year long project where I've conditioned myself into a fighter, built my physique as a fighter, took training seriously for the entire year, and as well as participate in my first fight. That's what Project Ippo is. Just me going all in. With this, I'm taking a little bit step back from music and DJing. Not completely. Weekends if I have time, I'll participate obviously, but my whole week's gonna be packed with obviously with work and with training. Like I'm not gonna have any time at all for making music, for playing guitar. So I'll leave it for weekends when I have time. That's why I'm saying it's gonna be a bit of a difficult, rough project where it's gonna test my mentality a lot. It's gonna break me, I'm sure, at some point. But yeah, we have to push. We have to remind ourselves why we're doing this. We have to remind ourselves the people we are, the people we want to be, and just continue moving forward. And what's Ippo project, what's project Ippo to you guys? Well, whatever you want it to be. You know, you can pick something that inspires you. You know, it doesn't have to be fitness. Well, I would like it to be fitness, but look at someone who's fictional, someone who's real, who's just achieved so much in their field, in your field, and you know, try to be like them. Not like identity shift, change your identity. No, try to align their goals with your goals, and try to achieve them. And you know, you can name it project whatever you can. If you want to be like let's go Joe. Okay, it can't be like, if you want to be like Itadori, for example. He's what do you call it, super athletic, super strong, you know, natural strength before he got his powers, before he consumed sukuna. You know, before that you can, he actually had like an insane amount of strength. And you know, I know it's not realistic to achieve that, but you can aim for as close as you possibly can, as close as humanly possible. You know, call it project Itadori, whatever you want to call it. But it's just something that you want to work on long term. Something, yeah, something that you want to take seriously. Something that helps you lock in, build discipline. That's what Project Ippo means to me, and I hope you can find meaning in it as well. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next vid. Been Zen. Been nice seeing you guys. Bye bye.